All right, so before I went home tonight, it's Sunday night. I've had a long freaking weekend. I've got a lot I've got to get done this week in the shop. Some stuff has happened and whatever. Anyway, my son came in today, and this engine's been sitting on the engine stand. It belongs to a friend of mine, and it's been in here for several months, just sitting. He run this thing for 2 seasons, and it done so well for what it was that I wanted to check it out and see what we had here, because from what we could tell on the outside, as you can see, it still had stock head bolts in it. It still was stock block, so I wanted to see exactly what was happening here, and I'll tell you a little bit about this engine as we go. So we pull it down, and it's completely stock bottom end, Gen 3 ordeal. Very nice looking steel. I don't know where they got this engine. There's some scuffing on that side of the piston, but it's nothing. It doesn't catch my fingernail. It's just miscolored for some reason. But anyway, so we tear this engine down today, or my son did while I was doing some other stuff, and come to find out, it's exactly what I thought it was. This was a bone stock engine minus the intake and headers that was on it. The camshaft that's in its stock, I'll show you that in a second. The rings have not been gapped. We checked those. It still had a stock cylinder head casting on it, a 62. It still had stock head bolts in it. It still had stock head gaskets in it. The springs look like have been changed to a beehive style spring, but it still had stock push rods, rockers, and all that jazz in it. And of course, this is stock Gen 3 rods. I'm assuming if I pull that out, that's going to be a GM bearing. I haven't done that yet. But if you look at all these pistons, all of them look good. Nothing's burnt up. Everything looks like it should, right? And I'm telling you all this to tell you why I'm so impressed with this ordeal. This is the camshaft that come out of it. There is no indication on either end that this is an aftermarket ordeal. I need to look at the stock camshaft and look at the numbers and stuff on it to see if this could actually be a stock camshaft still. I don't know. This may be a little bit different camshaft. However, in the tune-up, it doesn't look like it had a camshaft in it. When it's running, doesn't sound like it has a camshaft in it. So as far as I'm concerned at the moment, until I really check into that, this was a bone stock sealed engine with low miles. It's an L33 aluminum block. And I'd imagine somebody put it in this Mustang just to play around with, right? But it had a single S480 on it. We put 20 pounds of boost on it, pump E85, non-intercooled, with about 18 degrees of timing in it. And this thing run for 2 full seasons. I bet the damn thing's got 300 passes on it. Like I said, pump E85, non-intercooled, and the thing at 3,000 pounds would run anywhere from 580s to 6.0s depending on the weather, and it just done it over and over and over again. And I was really impressed. So whenever we got it here, I wanted to tear it down, because he's got another engine that I'm building at the moment that's going to be, of course, way better than this. But I just wanted to make sure that this is exactly what I thought it was inside, and sure enough it is. So just very impressed with what's happened here. I don't know whether it was a good set of float injectors and the tune-up was just exactly right, or if it's just another testament to how good these stock engines actually are.